Hello friends of Daybreak again, you are welcome back to the channel. If you are joining us for the very first time, you are definitely welcome and I want you to be a part of us. So please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, don't forget about the notification bell, okay? Hit that also so that you will be notified anytime I post a video or any activity, okay? Alright guys, you have been speaking. A lot of you have been asking me, when are you going to do some interviews with, the artists and stuff like that? And I have always said that when the time is right, it will happen. Well, I have put one and two in place, and I think we can start doing stuff like that. Therefore, today we have the very first episode of interviews, but there's a catch. We are not going to call it interviews, okay? We are calling it word on the street. Word on the street. Okay, so this is our very first one, and so let's go and enjoy it. Fans of Daybreak again around the world, you are welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Pato, and today I have a surprise for you. As you can already see, we have Lyrical Joe. Lyrical Joe from Ghana, the rising star. No forces, no energy. I mean, nothing can stop this guy because he is on the move. You are welcome, Mr. Lyrical Joe.
Bro, thank you very much. And I want
Sure,
to say,
sure, sure, sure.
before we begin everything, I want to say thank you for all the works that you've been putting behind. Even before, we got to talk, like we got to talk in person and everything, all the works that you were already doing. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, bro.
You are welcome, my brother. You are welcome. Like I say, or when I started doing reactions, I would say this on record, bro. Like you are one of the dudes that I saw, and I'm like, you know what? I got to put my voice in there.
Yeah.
Shout outs to DTB. DTB was the only one I was watching at the time I hadn't started this yet. And I
Okay.
know, I know he was, talking about you for a second, but then I had already seen you in Bibiba, and I
Okay.
was like, man, this dude. But to be honest, after the song, the Bibiba song, I didn't pay attention to go on ahead to kind of follow up with your music. But when you started Bibiba, I knew it was for a reason why you started Bibiba.
Bro, exactly, bro.
Exactly, because the squad and with Sack and the selection, I knew, Sack has
You
to
need
be like, you
you are
know what?
too inspired to be able to begin such project.
Exactly. I'm like, Sack will have a reason to start Lyrical Joe with this thing, man. And it didn't take too long. Actually, it did not take too long for us to kind of see you, you
Do my
know,
thing.
do your thing. And I was really glad. And I had hope. I had hope that all the guys on Bibiba were going to blow up. That hope I knew came from Trumpet. If you look at the guys that was on Trumpet,
Everybody.
everybody's doing their thing right now.
Yeah,
So
true.
I had hope in you guys that, hey, you guys are the next level. You will take Ghana to the next level. So I was glad when your name started popping up. I'm like, yes, this is the dude. And then I started, you know, digging in to watch your videos. And then I watched every episode of the audition at Sax place.
Please.
And you
Yeah.
blew people's mind. Everybody is like, damn, can he stop rapping so we can also get a chance to rap?
I feel it.
Yeah, bro. That was crazy, man. That was crazy. So how was that experience? How did you get to know
So,
that Sack was auditioning for that?
okay, I didn't know that anything like that was going on. As the, shout out to my fans, Lyrical Republic, salute y'all. It's them, man. It's them from the beginning to the end. They started everything because they are crazy about the craft, and they make sure that anywhere, any opportunity they see online, anywhere they need to put me there. So I guess they chanced on Shaq, the video, they've seen it already and everything. And even around that time, in my career time, I was in a bit of a rough space. You
Huh?
understand? Oh, I wasn't that much even active on my social media and stuff. Sometimes when you're in a rough space, you're not that much active on things like that. So these fans, I was just there and they started blowing up. I started seeing my name under the post. So I went to check, and it was Sark doing a chorus saying that he wanted to put, new bars and rappers on. So
Sure.
the Ghana should let him know who should be on. And my name was popping up a lot. And, from Facebook, Instagram to Twitter, my fans they weren't relaxing on this at all. So it went on for a while. And when it was time to choose, funny enough, my name came up first from Sark. He tagged me and was like, "Yo, are you ready?
Nice.
Let's
Nice.
do this." I'm like, "Yes, I'm ready.
Sure.
Let's
Sure.
let's get it." So it was a great experience. I mean, I had already met with Sark, but that was years ago, and I'm not sure even him would remember. And it's not
Right.
like a chance to make him listen to my music and stuff. But then, the picture was taken, everything. I met him, we spoke for a while, but this time I'm getting the chance to exhibit my talents
Sure. Sure.
without, it's not easy to reach out to somebody like that
It's not.
without going to pay, without management and everything. It's just pure fans and pure talent.
Exactly, exactly. And I wasn't even going to go there because this is about you. But
Yeah,
because you brought it up, let's dig in a little bit. Because I have followed Sarkodie when Sarkodie started Kasahari. I would say I'm probably same age with Sarkodie. So I knew when he was on the scene, you
but
know. And then with guys that I know personally from
mhm,
my area, Shankoma, Popskini,
mhm,
those were the guys going to Dr. Duncan's Kasahari thing at the
yeah,
time when the first episode. So I know how he came up with. But you think from where he rose up to where he is right now, and some of the things that he's been doing for the young act, do you think he gets the deserved credits? Because it looks as if people doesn't give him his due respect and his due regards with even what he does for some of the young acts.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say he gets his credit for one reason, for just one reason.
Right.
We we that he does this thing for, we
Exactly.
appreciate. As
Exactly.
long as we have it in heart, and I know, and I'm not going to stand somewhere for somebody to tell me that, oh, Sarkodie is this, and I would keep quiet and watch the person without telling the person that, yo, look, you don't need to talk like that because this. As long as we that he put on, we appreciate him for doing
Exactly.
something at the point in our career one time. It's
Word.
good.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. Word. Word.
Sometimes,
Word.
sometimes you do something for somebody, and you give just one CD to somebody, and you think that's just one CD I just give to the person. But at the point that person was in his or her life, you don't know how difficult things was for the person. So you coming in like that, the appreciation alone is like a blessing unto you.
Sure.
So as
I like that.
as long as God is saying what you're doing and the people that you are doing it for appreciate it, you are good. Because as for human beings, especially Ghanaians are good. They would always talk. Anything you do, you
I know,
understand.
right? Our
Anything you
people, we have different ways of
do,
thinking, different ways of analyzing, different ways of understanding and criticizing everything. Sometimes it's just out of the window, and you just wish that people will recognize what is real. People will recognize when somebody does something. All right, that is enough for Sarkodie right now. This is Lyrical Joe time. All right, guys, so we are still on it. Lyrical Joe on Daybreak again with Pato. Lyrical Joe, 5th August is your birthday, correct?
yeah, yeah,
All
it
right.
is.
You have this thing that ever since you busted, you came on the scene, you're
Mhm.
trying to do 5th August release, and the most
Yeah.
recent was it was the 4 or 5.
Mhm. The most recent one was four. This is the fourth
4.
edition. I just
The
did.
f- Good, the 4th edition. How did you come by with that idea that on your birthdays you are going to release a truck?
Versatility came around somewhere, I think around 2015 or 16, if I'm not lying. That was the time I did the first one. So I was working on my Kill album, and it was getting close to my birthday. I wasn't doing anything major, and the album wasn't ready yet. So
Okay.
we were like, so what am I gonna do this time? This one, I mean, on this birthday, what should I put out? I was like, okay, fine. Let me just go off the album and do something,
Cool.
for the people. And since it's my birthday, what do I like doing? What do I have fun? I have fun with dropping bars. It's my thing. I challenge myself and I put out as much
Exactly.
as I can. You
E-
understand?
Exactly.
These days, rap is very scarce and expensive to people that people don't even want to go beyond 16 bars.
Exactly.
Okay? Because it's
And
not easy
even
to come across a dope verse to have a song packed up with bars like that. But then this is
exactly.
my, so I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this. Let me just record, put on a beat for me. My producer, Fresta, he's been working with me since.
Yeah, yeah.
He,
And shout outs to Fresta. I know you've been making like terrific beats for your boy Lyrical Joe, and I've look, I have loved every single thing I've listened from Fresta. It's rather unfortunate I don't know him like that, but dude, man, he got
yeah,
skills. He got skills,
so
bro.
yeah, bro. He put out crazy, crazy beat.
Sure.
So he put out he gave me the beat within the night. We were on. I was in the studio. We were recording and everything. And so Fifth August was done. Like it was recorded in the night. That was the very first one. And when we finished, shout out to Sammy Forsen. Around that time, I was with my previous management. So
Sure.
we sent a song over through to Sammy Forsen. We
Oh
sent it
yeah.
to
I
we sent
remember
it
some
to
enforcing.
on the 3rd of August. And I was supposed to drop that song on the 5th of August. But when he listened to it, it was like, no, I need to start playing this. So from the 4th of August into 5th, ah, he was blazing it everywhere.
All right.
Everywhere. He was playing it and it was catching. And one thing
Nice.
that I would say is I appreciate what he did for me a lot because every artist that came, Sammy Forson is a big dog here in
I
Ghana.
know. I know. I know him. I mean,
That
yeah.
came, every artist that came on his show, his interview, from EL to everybody, he was like, listen to this guy, listen to this guy. The first
Exactly.
time he did it for EL was like, no, I gotta work with this guy. And
Sure.
from there,
Sure.
he linked me up and placed me on his album by 4. And
Exactly.
this will be like the 3rd time I've been on his album since then. Because every
Sure.
time he meets me, he put me on. And
Yeah. And shout
boom,
outs to EL. Shout outs to EL. We cannot discuss or we cannot talk about Ghana music, Ghana rap music without the name EL, you know.
no.
And he also has done his part, and he's still
But
doing his
yeah,
part, you know.
he's placed me on, several times. He's put me on several times. He's back
Yeah.
on set.
I've listened to I
Ever
think
since
I've listened to
ever
all three also. Yeah.
yeah. All three. Ever since I'm in Fortune place, like put him on me, let him listen. He's been putting me on, and he played the song. Uh, YFM also in Kumasi also got the song, and it went
Yeah,
crazy. So
yeah.
everything,
That is what we call catching fire. Inferno. That's it.
yeah,
All right.
fire because there's something that I did without promo. So ever since then, every 5th of August, I just been doing it.
Yeah. So now we have come to understand as fans and as people who love music and want to contribute in our own way to what you guys are doing. Now you are certifying for us that for every 5th August till
Mhm.
casket, we are going to have a track from Lyrical Joe. That is awesome. Lyrical Joe, are you a rich
Yep.
kid?
Carrigan,
Are you a rich kid?
uh, I'm rich with happiness. I'm rich with every other thing, except I would be lying if I said that I've been or I was a rich kid with money.
You know why I'm asking this question?
No,
Because I understand that first you started your school at Airport Police International School. Is that right?
yeah,
And
that's
then you moved from there to Akosombo International School.
yeah, yeah.
And I know for sure Akosombo International School is one of the biggest schools in Ghana, very popular. Every we growing as kids, when you hear somebody I come from Akosombo International, you were like, damn, that's a
Okay,
rich
so
kid.
that wait, wait, so hold on. The thing is that, and even Airport Police International School is not that easy school in Accra. But the
Sure.
whole thing, what happened is that when I lost both of my parents along the way. I think
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry, bro.
when they were alive, I was sort of what you call in Ghana, dadaba.
Dadaba, yeah, rich
So
kid, Dadaba.
yeah, rich kid. And so everything was cool around that time. Everything was cool. Things was done in a luxury way. But then along the road when I lost both of them, it was back to life. It was back to reality. It was
Sure,
back to
sure,
thinking for yourself and doing things your way. So
sure.
along that period, I would say that yeah, things things went not how like
It's supposed to be. Sure, sure. Sorry for your loss, bro. I didn't even know that. But all the same, I know how it must have been
yeah.
difficult for you
Probably I
sometimes.
wouldn't have been here doing music by now if they were like
Maybe
I
they
would
would have made some decisions that could have.
just
We
go
know how African parents are for sure. Okay, but were you able to get your WASI certificate from Akosombo International?
I didn't complete.
You didn't
I
complete.
my
Okay.
level my level that I dropped out of from was in JHS.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. But you see, I'm asking this question because sometimes people think that, just sitting in the classroom is what is defined as education. Even
The whole life
the way you
is
articulate your words, the lyrics you come up with within your songs, it takes somebody who is learned. It takes somebody who is learned. And every time I listen to you, I know, like, I get the feeling that, you didn't just wake up and know these things.
yeah.
You have to go research, read storybooks, watch movies, listen to songs, and
Mhm.
get this information and all ideas. Okay, so
Exactly.
I know for sure it doesn't bother me when I have read comments online and stuff like that. Oh, look at this guy, he's a dropout and whatever, whatever, whatever. If you look at the
Yeah,
people who are even famous right now in the world and having money, a lot of them are just school dropouts
yeah.
who found
That
a way to
I
survive
mean,
and they just
yeah.
follow their dreams.
You're looking at Mark Zuckerberg. You're looking at people that are damn rich, and it's not like they went to the highest level of education, like school.
Exactly.
Went to the highest level of school, but the whole life process is education.
Exactly.
Because what are you learning day in and day out? What are you making out of the convos that you have with people every day
Exactly.
and leave? I listen to everything. Words that you tell me, I don't understand something. I need to look for it and understand it, research it, which is why the internet is there. It's not just
It,
always social media,
exactly.
TV.
Exactly.
So these are the
Exactly.
things that kept me, level-headed, at
Would
least
I
even
would I be correct if I say you studied the music structure of people like Eminem, Jay Z, Nas, Lil Wayne?
straight correct.
Straight
Straight
correct.
correct. No miss. There's no miss there. Straight correct because these were people that I was listening to very much at the point when I had lost my parent and I went to stay with my sister to school and everything. I had a around that time I had a Sonic Ericsson phone, the flip around the flip phone size.
I used to have one too with the orange interface.
Yeah, yeah. So it was a flip phone, and this phone had no memory card slot.
Slot.
So just the little gig that you have on it that you can, and with that, I should download one. I should go on Warp Trick and download one Lil Wayne,
What?
one Eminem song, and listen for some time. When I'm tired, I delete this to go back on there, download another two. So I was really up with these people. And if I say Warp Trick,
Guys, if you don't
where
know WAP Trick, then you are not a music fan in Africa
yeah,
because that was the resource during those days. That was the number one resource for us to download MP3.
yeah, yeah,
WAP Trick. Oh my goodness, that was my go-to.
yeah, yeah. Warp Trick, you get everything you want.
You get everything that you want. You get everything you want. Okay, so that was for the hip hop side of music where you have learned some stuff from these great legends of the game.
Yeah.
How have they impacted your music when you sit down to write lyrics? Do you go like, okay, This is something I got from Lil Wayne. This is something I got from Nas. This is something I got from Eminem. So let me introduce that into my lyrics. Do you do stuff like that?
Yeah, I do stuff like that because when you listen to people for that long, you shouldn't steal their whole craft, but you should learn.
Learn.
Be-
Word.
because because
Word.
people are, they have good parts, they have bad parts. Learn about the good parts. What is making me love this guy so much that will make somebody also love me so much? Is it his clarity? So with every side of a punchline rapper that I am happen to come from somebody like Lil Wayne. You know,
Okay.
as much as back in the days when we were listening to songs like uh, Emily, we were listening to songs like Lollipop, Standing Like My Daddy, you know, other one and things. These guys, we loved the beats. We loved everything that we were hearing. We could go with the melody, the swag that we were seeing in the videos and everything, right?
Yeah.
But this guy was saying things that because I was glued to the song, I was listening, I could tell that, okay, so this is not, this is not a normal thing. It took people years to grow later and come and realize that, oh, so he actually meant this. He was actually saying this at that time.
Right.
You
Right.
know, around that time, Lowen was saying things like, I don't owe you like two vows, which was in the Emily. We were too young and where we were coming
To
from to understand
understand
O and U is a vow, but at the same time, it's telling that he doesn't owe you anything.
anything.
And you know, at that time that person was doing that thing, you can tell that the person is way ahead of it.
We're ahead of the game. I
He
have a
studied.
friend, right? Not to cut you out, but I have a friend.
Uh-huh.
Based on what you just said, when I grew up on reggae music.
Reggae music.
My
Same here.
go-to music is it's reggae music, and
Same here.
In Ghana, it didn't matter. You know,
Same.
on
Yeah, it
everywhere it was reggae music every day.
because same here. I'm a huge Bob Marley fan. Yo,
Sure, sure, me too. I grew up on reggae, and then back then when we listened to reggae music, he didn't pay much attention to whatever was being said. But for some reason, every time I was just glued to my radio with reggae music like that. And then
exactly.
one time he made a comment like, you know what, but, man, that was after high school, and he was like, you know what, when we were kids, I thought reggae music was that foolish, bro. But when I
Yeah,
grew up to really understand the lyrics and the things they talk about, I cannot pick any music over reggae music.
exactly. Yeah,
Exactly. So that being said, when we were kids and you were even trying to get
and
to
I, and I
know,
and I agree with that. If like me saying I'm a Bob Marley fan, I know for a fact that it's hard to find any other music with content as much as reggae.
exactly.
Because around that time, all we knew is, oh, the person was saying no woman, no cry. The person was saying one love. But when it
Well,
came to the verses, what the person was saying in the verses, we still relate to it till today. Who the
exactly.
prophet, the kind of lyrics,
Exactly.
it's something you can relate
I
it.
know.
So yeah, it's true. The content. So I grew up on that. You grew up on that. You see, these minds go together. That's why you can listen to my music today and be like, yeah, this
Yeah.
guy got it.
He got it. He
Really
got
relate.
and I'm always saying, I'm trying to preach on my channel, like, you know what? It doesn't matter where your loyalty stands. It's your right, it's your interest, it's your favorite. Okay? But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, just one person cannot be in an industry. It's an industry that recruits talented
Every
people. So when
sure.
somebody else comes from the left and the
Yeah.
other comes from the right, north, south, you have to appreciate the talent the person has. It doesn't take
Sure.
away your loyalty from anybody. That
Sure.
is why I will always say that, hey, for lyrical, when some time ago I did this, what do we call it, the slide thing, and I
Mhm.
sent it to you. That was months ago. I'm like, I'm waiting for you to drop the song with Sarkodie, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, I cannot sleep on this guy, man. The talent is right there.
It's right there.
The talent is right there. I want to make, I want people to have a feel. If people still don't get who Lyrical Joe is, right? Let me share this with you real quick. Let me share this with you.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So this is Lyrical Joe. He calls this one the rap. Okay, and he features Mario Cans right here.
Lyrical Joe. Beast. They said they'll kill me by too cheap to pay my last respect. Otherwise, I would have shed over my dead body. I'm green poppy with big dogs, you little poppy. T1 and 21 together, bro, I'm too savage. Cold, ladies wanna marry me, it's true. So every girl you find in my circle thinks they're on the ring road. You be kidding me, I get the links to your chick, bro. How I miss a V if I catch them, go tiptoe. With the rap, rap, shit. Muff, but nobody be your girl for here. Independent boys for day, your square. It's white when I come through the boy, be spam. No side, then no rappers is running no sin and still no sin. Titting up my kicking up electrical flow, but got nobody touching up. Whoa, what this? Bore me anytime I see an MC. Claim God, but no fee put the fear of God in MCs. In this, feeling guy, but no one thing. This the boy and I'll be clapping back. No it's working, still a boy, no fresh. Jerry for a head top, a home cow, the way I ginger them, no tom. They can machine disease. I know one catch some.
Like this beat. Rest in peace.
Oh my goodness, Lyrical.
Nah.
You see, I sometimes I just want people to understand that you have that, right? You have that, and people should appreciate you for the talent that you have. You see, it's a lot to kind of get to know people when you don't really try to understand. And what I see with most African fans is that they are not trying to understand what you are doing. Okay,
You know,
so
you said something like everybody comes from. There's a lot of talent. So some people come from the west, east, and every time they come together, you need to be able to appreciate everything, and no matter where your loyalty stand. You were saying something, and that has been a big problem with Ghana for some time.
yeah,
People love some particular artists, they leave their loyalty there to the point that they can't even appreciate anything that they
anything, and that is so wrong.
yeah.
Why is it that the industry, excuse me, the industry with the money, the industry that is big, you have hundreds of people still enjoying the top,
Yeah.
but we are trying to develop, you see,
Mm-hmm.
development means our structure is shaky.
Yeah,
But how do we get a solid structure? We have to
correct.
build on a good foundation. That
Yeah.
foundation means I bring my hand, you bring yours.
And we
I
come
bring my
together.
leg, you bring yours.
True.
That means we are building on each other.
Each other. True.
You see, but we don't have that in
No,
Africa across. And, let's say Ghana, we don't
yeah,
have that.
we don't have that.
When you
They,
were getting into the music, when you decided that I want to be a musician, first of all, let me throw this question to you. What is music to you? A career or a hobby?
a lifestyle. It's a life. It is. I would say it's easy to say career or hobby, but it's it's my lifestyle. It's my life because it's different when somebody has money and still want to do music. You understand? Has
Sure.
money and they just go into it. So that one you can just go into the studio and then uh, pay the producer, do some music, either it's good or not. Go to the director, pay some money, shoot a video. Either the song is good or not, you are paying the director, so they will mute and take
Exactly.
the thing and shoot for you. Go to the TV station, the radio station, pay them, and they will do whatever you want. Here's the point where I picked up a pen and a paper without backbone as parents, without backbone as money. without anything. I just knew that I loved it without an opportunity to record in the studio because I didn't have money. Well, I mean, as young as I was, how am I going to go to the studio? Where do I have money?
Of
I
course,
can't
and
even.
you are very young too. You are very, very young.
You know how I get. So imagine when I said, okay, I started.
Yeah, sure.
And you know how I was writing? Probably if I pick up a Cross music, I think I'm Big Mitch, and the song is playing, the vocals are on it. My mind tuned to the beat, though the
Sure.
vocals are, and I write through that. And
I see.
I just have my notebooks and I keep writing without hopes of knowing when I'm going to record or when I'm going to do this. So
Exactly.
it's just something that is part of me.
It's a lifestyle, like you said. And
That if you
something,
see me naked, without labels, without people, I still love music. I would still want to put my voice on a beat and do it because it gives me joy when I do it. And funny enough, God doesn't just give you anything for just no reason.
exactly.
I started without visions of knowing how I'm going to record, and here I am today. It has brought me somewhere.
Exactly. So music as a lifestyle for you, I want to take it like it involves everything. Whether you are going to succeed in life, you want to build it around your music. So directly, indirectly, it becomes a career then, right?
Yeah.
So when you thought of taking music as a career or a lifestyle to die with,
Mm-hmm.
what did you study in the music or Ghanaian music industry about resources that were available that will help you to succeed?
Yeah. So I'm saying I started this without even having any idea, without even knowing that this thing could get me famous. Because
Sure.
I was looking at anybody and saying, I want to be famous. It was all about how good I wanted to be at doing this thing that I know how to do, at doing this music
Exactly.
that I didn't know that it involved going to studio. You need to pay for studio fees. You need to handle promotion when you are done with the music. You need to shoot video. It's a whole
It's
lot,
a whole lot. Yeah.
and I didn't have any idea. So I just started it like that. But then I feel like God knows that if I had that idea, I wouldn't have even want to worry myself at all, because I mean, around that time, where's hope for you? And you need to know what you are getting into.
Exactly.
People get into it, and at the end they end up saying that I quit, because
Exactly.
when they drop 1-2 music and fans are not edging towards them, they're like, yo, this is too much. I can't anymore.
And,
So
and,
yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I started this thing without any of this, and later on, I began to know that you actually need a record deal, meaning you need to attract fans.
Right?
You need to attract investors that are
Exactly. Exactly.
something in you for you to take this thing to the mass, for you to be able to come back to your family and feed them with this thing that you said that you want to do. And I began to
Exactly.
think, this is crazy. Now I looked at the industry. At least it would have helped a lot if I looked at the industry and realized that, oh, at least I want to do this music. I don't have anybody, but in Ghana here that we have, there is a constitution, there's a part of the government that is giving this amount to any artist that is good. You understand? To
Sure.
start something for themselves, to hold themselves up, probably maybe studio fee or something like that. There wasn't anything. So the only thing I looked at around that time was sometimes talent shows.
Exactly.
Talent shows. So that's how come I went for X Factor the first time they came to Africa.
I was actually going to go on that.
So that was all just the dreams. Me looking at who is gonna, how am I going to make this thing true? How am I going to survive with this thing? Because at the same time, you need a place to live, you need a roof to live under.
Exactly.
24/7. You need to be good.
Exactly. Because what I have studied about, let's use our place, but I know this cuts across a lot of nations in Africa. What people actually forget to do, like you are saying, because everybody is almost an independent artist. When you have a structure and you know you are getting into this structure, you know there is a little bit of a foundation where you can start from.
That's true.
But when you are just independent, sometimes you are like walking blindfolded.
Blindfolded, you don't know what you're getting
You
into.
don't know what you are getting into. People don't know that you have to deal with music producer, you have to deal with sound engineer, even with some special songs you have to even deal with musicians for higher sessions
Ooh,
to just play some sound so that the sound engineer will capture that sound before working with the music producer. People don't
that's
even
people don't know. And God help you go through all this and you are done. You need to deal with critics.
you need to,
But
and critics are good. Take us for example,
just know
because
that every some people are gonna tell you ill stuff that you need to live with. You don't need to
exactly.
be out on. And these are things that lots of people don't know.
And people don't even realize that the critics are there for you also in a way to shape you,
True.
because it's a profession.
Yeah, it's a profession.
Critic is a profession. People just go to school to become movie
Critics.
critics, song critics, put something out there, and it's their job to study the structure of what is out there and to criticize.
People think that it's only music that have critics. But if you quit music because of critics, when you
That
finish off, you are going to sit in there. There's somebody that is a critic. Everything that you do, you
yeah,
know.
in the
Sometimes
industry there are
you feel
professional
like,
critics.
yeah, definitely. So you
Okay,
need to be aware of these things.
so people have to know about resources, people have to study about resources, a team that you want to build before you can actually propel to the higher heights. You
Higher
know, right
heights.
right now social media is controlling everything, so you have to think about your social media marketing team. You have to even have entertainment lawyer. You have to, like, with our people, I know they just have one manager and that's it. One
Yeah,
manager does everything. But
everything. But you
no,
need
you
more
have to
team.
have a manager for bookings. You have to have agents working on other productions in your team. So it entails a lot.
Yeah, true.
And I understand how, independent artists, some people come in a few months ago, a few months longer, and they are gone forever, because the reality you don't see until what you get into it. So you
I know.
guys being
I
independent,
yeah.
and
I
doing
know.
your thing, hey, you are
I know
doing
a
a
lot of
great job,
brothers.
man.
I know a lot of brothers that has given up. Like, and it's sometimes it's even very sad. You understand?
Sure.
They'll, Charlie, I'm quitting this. I'm not doing this music thing anymore. I need to go look for money somewhere. And
Exactly.
sometimes, reason why people like me haven't gotten, haven't taken that decision, never took that decision, is that I knew I was doing music without ground, like at ground zero, without
Exactly.
want, without wanting to be a star, without wanting to have money out of it. So what am I quitting for? Because
Exactly.
it's like I've already, for example, it's like I've already been dead before. So why would I be scared of dead? Dead, you
Exactly.
understand?
Just
I
like
want
you
to
said, it's a lifestyle for you. You can't leave your lifestyle behind and leave something else. All right.
something
So
else.
let's talk about the X Factor Africa.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
into it, but you did not win. At what stage did you exit?
You know, around the X Factor is around the time that I left Akosombo. Like I finally finished, like left school and came to Accra. When I came to Accra, it was just few weeks, and there was, X Factor was announced. So a man saw it, a man that I was working around with, he saw it and was like, "Yo, I think this is good for you. You should go. You should go for audition." So I saw on everything. Even when I was going for that audition, I was borrowing money from people
Exactly. Exactly.
for transport, and I went. When I went, X Factor, I didn't, and even that I didn't have an idea that X Factor entails singing people's song to perfection. All I had
Right.
was
Yes.
my. So when I got to audition, people were doing other people's song. I'm like, am I lost? Am I at
Yeah.
the wrong?
Yeah.
But with just raps. And you know, funny thing enough, you know, when I went to the audition, it was at this place, Alisa Hotel, as I can remember. And the
Elisa, okay.
hotel, these people had booked more than about 7 rooms and had judges in each rooms.
Right.
So when you go in there, it's just you and the judges. And I had this rap that I wrote that was like my hard weapon that I had around that time. So when I went to the table of the judges, they was like, okay, what do you do? I said, I rap. Who's rap? I said, my own rap. What do you have? Show me what you got. This rap contains, I think it's about a 16-bar rap or something like that. But at the first time, my first audition, at the time I got to do 2 lines, the white woman was like, I think it was a white woman, yeah, it was like, it's okay, pass on to the next level. 2 lines. So
Exactly.
All my level by the time I finished dropping 2 lines.
Respect.
Because they were looking at me as a very, young guy.
Young guy.
Boy, and how's this boy able to craft such thing here? He must have had something in his mind. So I kept, I went through and got to the final level. They came to, okay, come in.
You know, because people at that level who really understand music, they respect originality. Yeah.
So they went to pick few people. I think they were only taking 2 people from Ghana. No, 4 people from Ghana. So they would take 2 in Kumasi, 2 in Accra. In Accra, I was part of just the 2 that was picked here.
Nice.
I was given a pass. I remember the finals. It was M.I. Abaga, Reggie Rackstone, Onyeka from Nigeria, they were the final judges at the National Theatre in Accra.
Really?
Yeah.
You had to compete with M.I.?
No, they were the judges.
Oh, they were the judges. Okay.
Those that were going to Nigeria.
Okay.
I could as much as performing my song, and M.I. stood up and he took off his cap and was like, yo, respect to this. So that's when I got to make it through to Nigeria. I stayed when we got to Nigeria. That was where the final thing was going to be done. Everything was going to be,
Sure.
Yeah. So when I got to Nigeria, we stayed there for about, I think a month in a hotel, preparing to start the show. And the show that started in Nigeria, I never appeared in it. So so now, and people don't know how come. So it's not like people like, how was this person eliminated? Was the person eliminated? What happened? Okay, so actually something really happened, but it's not something that I want to put on air. Probably one-on-one, I will talk to you about it.
Sure.
What happened, but it was something crazy, and so I had to come back to Ghana.
I see.
I see. My first and last time going into a reality show. Yeah.
That's nice. That is nice. A nice stage to kind of showcase your talent. And like you said, even at the start of it, when you did just 2 lines, they appreciated your skills, your talent. You see, so you have songs, man. You have songs, Heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Fork and Knife.
That was my first official song.
I Feel You, Bow Tie.
Yeah,
All right, and Tina, right?
Yeah.
A song like
nowadays people get shocked when I sing, but if you know all these songs, I mean, you will not be surprised when I sing because it's not anything new to you. You realize that I've been an artist from day one.
Because even though you sing, what many of us have come to know of you as Lyrical Joe is a rap beast. Hardcore raps give us punches and puns, and we break them and we are like, damn, he is crazy to do these things, right? But singing, I am surprised, and I'm still surprised on what you did on Bill Gates.
Oh, I knew it, yeah.
So You released Bill Gates about what, 24 hours ago,
24 hours ago, yeah.
and look. I was ready to break down bars like I do all the time for my audience,
Guys,
right? So
yeah.
the beat started. I'm like, okay, this has Afro beat arrangement. So let's see. Let's go into 10 seconds and see what's up.
Mhm.
And then here you go, melodies. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
then
this is
melodies and melodies and melodies and melodies, and then just a few lines. I'm like, wow, you can sing this way.
yeah,
So what made you to put out there Bill Gates
yeah.
in a more soft tone Afrobeat commercial type music? What are you trying to tell the fans out there with Bill Gates?
All I've been saying mostly when I go on interviews and things, I tell them, look, I'm a musician. You understand?
Right.
And and music is a whole on its own. Even the instrumentation is music. You
Exactly.
understand?
Exactly. There are some music that is just
So when
instruments.
when you want to take on the world and not just be in one place, you need to be able to add variety to
You
everything.
you are not trying
Music,
to be a local champion. I understand.
you take me to Nigeria. You are an investor and you come for me. You've put $1 million on me or something like that. I should be able to make you proud. We should be able to go into every corner and get
Exactly.
back for us to all of us need to succeed. I don't want to put limitation on myself. Oh, they said your artist that you are investing into cannot do this, so we cannot play him here. We cannot play. I need to have everything prepared. So when you take me to uh, probably when you take me to Chris Brown today, I can be able to blend with him and do something. When you drop me back to Jay-Z, or when you take me back to Kendrick, I can be able to stand there and we can do something. I need to flow with it all. And if I tell you that I'm a Lowen fan, it's one thing that you should know. He did rock album, he did hip hop and everything. Though at the point, people were saying that the rock album he was doing, it was selling out on rap and everything. But what do we have today? A whole lot of rappers, trapping on beats.
Exactly. And I like that. And I like that. I don't want artists to be confined to just one thing. You
True.
see, because art comes with being creative.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you are known for this specialty,
What else can you
who
blow my mind?
what else can you do in the same specialty that will still let people into your world? Because it
See
will
that?
get to a point your fan base will choke if you're only doing rap music, straight up 3 minutes. It's rap music. Your fans base will choke. But then when you open up to show the other side of you that I can do some hook in here, do it by myself, then you are
Yeah.
opening up for people. And I really like that. I want to see more artists being versatile with what they do. You see, so I like the Bill Gates. I like it. And I was driving around town last night,
Yeah.
and I was just blowing up.
Yeah. You need to send me a video, right? You need to, I'm getting a
I
whole
was,
lot of video from people and
I was sending you. I was sending it to you. So I am really, really happy for that, bro. And congratulations also on your new deal.
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Before the deal, how has your relationship with Master Gazi be? Have you known him for some time now?
Yeah, Master Gazi recorded me. I have one tune on my Q album that I did. The Q album was dropped 2017 that I
Sure.
did. He recorded me one song. We met at Foresight TV and he recorded me. So from through then, we've been talking. We've been talking even before we ever had to talk on WhatsApp. I had his contact and everything. We were chopping it up on Instagram. We were linking up at places and everything. So it's all been cool and smooth like that. So when you are okay, because for me, I do things when I am comfortable with you. It doesn't matter how much you're about to give me and everything. But when I realize that I can flow and we can work, then I'm good to go. So we've always been cool.
Sure, and Miss Master Gazi fans, if you don't know Miss Master Gazi, he's one of Ghana's big players in the industry. You're working with artists like Stonebwoy and the Sarkodies and people like that. So I was really glad to, have found out that hey, you are signed to him, and for him, it's not just the business side of it; it's about the technicality side of it. He is already in there. He knows what it takes to make a star. I want to believe. So getting on that label, I think it's a good thing to happen to your career for good reasons at this point. And I hope and I believe that you two are going to be fantastic because I believe he's going to take you to the next level, bro.
Things are gonna come. Great things are
If we look at Lyrical Joe from today
yeah.
and say let's give ourselves 2 years to come,
Mhm.
where do we the fans expect to see Lyrical Joe in 2 years time?
Honestly, the craft is about to be broad. And when I say about to be, the craft is about to be broad. I'm talking video wise, I'm talking the music wise, every
Sure.
other. You understand me?
Sure.
It's going to be more appealing to take world stages. So from now going, Lyrical Joe is not just going to do things as Ghanaian, but we are going Africa and then worldwide. So if we say 2 years from now, we should be, hopefully we should be, done with some award schemes and be ready to take on to the next level. Yeah.
That is confidence. I mean, hey, when you have it and when you speak about it, be cocky about it. And I like that. Okay, let me throw it out to you. If you take your song like Bow Tie,
Mhm.
give me a bar in Bow Tie that you remember.
It's been a minute since I listened to. I had favorite lines in there. I had favorite lines in there. I let your watch be the witness and kill you before your time.
Okay, what about I'm sick?
Okay. I come in. It's like I come in their mouth because they all suck. They suck. Yeah, yeah.
What about fork and knife?
They go dry you like Hamatan season.
They go dry you like Hamatan season. I like that. Okay, and the final one. What about Tina?
I had a long scheme there that I like. That was very creative for me to have on an Afro pop song. It was uh, it was up. I was like up about 8, maybe 27. Boys bay 9. Yeah, started 10. Chairman 1-1. I had 11. The numbers came there. That was my favorite part.
Okay, 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 okay. All right. LJ, I think we can go on and on and on and on, but I have to let you go so you can go take care of other errands that you have to take care of. It's been a pleasure having you, and I know we can schedule another time sometime later. Bro, I thank you very much for your time, and I do really appreciate you. Keep on fighting hard, and we are here. We're not sleeping on you. We are still going to support you and do our best. Okay, guys, this is Lyrical Joe. It has been a nice chat with him. I am urging all of you, please move the numbers. Go and listen to Bill Gates. Go and hit that subscribe button for Lyrical Joe and push the numbers forward. Africa, we say we are moving to the world and ain't no stopping about that. All right, Lyrical, I do really appreciate you and we will talk later, my brother.
Well, thanks.
Thanks very much. All right.